He made the team. Well, Jordan Humphrey made the team.
Rodney Hudson. So we're going in.
Oh boy.
Alrighty, see you dudes later.
Have fun, Ryan.
Wait, dude, I have an easy schedule. Listen, I can go 4-0. Steelers, Bills, Cardinals, Dolphins, then bye week.
Wait until he finds out the rest of the schedule.
Wait, how do I see my schedule? I want to see it real quick. Here it is.
Wait, we're keeping quarter lengths the same this season, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay, we play the Ravens week 6. This is an easy schedule.
Until you get rolled by the Ravens.
Yeah.
Dude, I think I can make the playoffs. Ravens and Patriots and Jets are my only competition. Every other team I play, I think, had a losing record.
Seriously?
Yeah.
John Gruden. What level is your guys' coach at?
Texans, Saints, Titans, mother. Let me look at my season. Okay. Texans, Saints, Titans, Jaguars, Chiefs, Texans.
I'm level 4.
Gotta wait for it to go back. Jets, Panthers.
Sounds like an easy
Buccaneers,
schedule to me.
Titans, Raiders, Falcons, Ravens, Broncos, Chargers, Jaguars.
So you play me this year?
Yes.
I did not play either of you. Well, except in the AFC Championship, I'll have to. I might play one of you.
Alright, here we go, boys. Here we go.
Alright, adios. I'm so excited.
See you, Ryan. Put my goal to make the playoffs. I'm gonna get fired.
Dang it. I gained 0 yards on my
back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No
I put
gain
my
on the
goal
play
to make
there,
the
second down.
playoffs. I don't think I'm gonna do
And
it.
as a defensive end,
Whoa,
getting off the
you're
ball
kidding.
quickly,
You're gonna make the
swarming
playoffs.
to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback.
Titans,
Good
yeah.
recognition on
Jaguars,
that play.
Chiefs,
Hold them to no gain.
They'll get
Texans,
9
yeah.
yards. That sets them up better for
Jets,
third
I
down.
think so. I lost them last season, but I like
He's
beating.
going to get his catches, so as they move forward
Panthers, I don't know.
defensively,
Buccaneers,
gotta
yeah.
continue to focus on
Titans, yeah.
not giving up the big
Raiders,
play
that'll
when he
be a
does
good
catch
one.
the ball in the secondary.
They'll
Falcons,
run it.
yeah.
Here's Lynch. And he's able
Ravens,
to get the
eh.
first before he's taken
Broncos,
down
eh.
at the 36.
No Broncos, yeah.
That's what
Chargers,
he got, and it's
so
going to
maybe.
earn him a new set of downs.
I think you can make the
Defense had a
playoffs.
chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down
3
is.
rushes,
aren't
6
they?
yards.
Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. Despite the blitz, they're still
playing
able to
your
pick
game?
up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage
yet.
of blitzing
I'm working
often
on
alters the
stuff.
normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Flush to his right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First down Raiders, the former Packer Jordy Nelson on the receiving end from Carr.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be
4
called.
rushes, 8 yards.
Everyone dress rehearses their script. And right now, they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that. But you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Here's Carr. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric
I
Berry.
didn't even see him.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And we get it right back.
Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brianne Body Calhoun. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Nearly
picked.
And looks last game.
This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Because I need to unlock it to the Raiders.
Throwing his car
No
on 3rd
way.
down.
You're
I just made the option.
Roberts complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Should I wait to see who you're asking for?
With a gain of 28. The
Yeah.
Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Carr gives to Marshawn.
My question is, should I start Andrew up?
And able to push his way forward here
Or
for a
should I
good
go
little
this up?
gain. It's a 6-yard
I
pickup,
would
and it gets
start
him to
Brissett
second.
if it's...
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off.
If
Decent gain.
I would put... What's his name in first? Brissett. Just to see how it's going to go.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down.
He picked it.
Alright, wait, what's the number?
Intercepted.
What's the number?
Picked off inside the 5.
That's my 2nd freaking pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's
First
going on
3
with your
drives
scheme?
for an entire
Maybe we
game.
should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I tied to the ground in the preseason.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere.
In the preseason, I lost. I had 3 losses and a tie.
It's a loss of 2 there.
3
bringing
losses
up 2nd down.
Yeah.
Quick observation, Brandon, because
You
earlier
had
in this
4
game,
losses.
I'm seeing linebackers put their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is
You
the
lost to
wheels
the
are turning
Packers,
on
the
that other
Steelers,
sideline
Ravens,
as a
and
play
Rams.
caller. You're filing
And
that away right
Ryan,
now, aren't
watch
you?
you
Yeah,
out
you're trying to
for
find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level. On a 2nd and long,
Actually,
it's
I'm
really
changing.
nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the
Better
football in
than
that
others.
situation. I think
Yeah.
that goes back to their practice and game
There's some
planning.
of the teams I
They've
like.
seen things that
Or
they've seen
over.
on tape and in previous games
Titans.
that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on the
Saints, 4-9,
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 big plays in succession, and Kansas City's on the move.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident
I don't know
right
if I
there.
play
It looks like a
Thursday
simple
night.
pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have
Sunday
planned for
night.
this and worked hard to make
I
it
just know I
happen.
play tonight.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They run. Adulia. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Wait, he's selling it now?
That's a really alert defense there
I
because they
think
saw
so.
the heavy look come in.
He said Sunrise has been submitted to stores. Isn't that his album I was making?
Speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
If so, I'm definitely not.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't.
So they're going to get a field goal out of
But it's now 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And the kick by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it
Honestly,
in.
I think he'll do the trick.
Defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Andrew Luck, like, I don't know, just because he...
Trying to shake off the
interception. I just felt like he didn't work well with him.
Who, Luck? Well, the way you play with Brissett, like, that wins you games. Brissett's good.
An excellent pickup of
4
yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what'll happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
False start, offense.
And that'll set him back 5. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
He's got it. Yes. There's Ryan watching the stream.
I don't know, honestly.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
So
They'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
Same level.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
We're going to raise
Let's
it up.
be honest, no we aren't. Let's be honest, no we aren't.
Yeah,
ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis.
I hope
It's
we
the
do.
Raiders in possession of the football.
Someone like hope.
But they face a 2nd and
see how
long to
it
start things out.
Yeah. I could do it.
Handoff comes to Lynch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the
Still
second quarter,
getting a
it
first
has been
down.
a struggle.
So I guess that's what we want to do.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Sure, you see that a lot.
Is
A really
Brissett your
nice
quarterback?
gain of 25 yards.
Yes.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Finds Roberts left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10
Yes,
more
my
there,
job is just to
and I
blitz the
believe that'll be
quarterback.
enough for another 1st down. It will. Stepping up,
I missed
he's
the
going to
blitz.
keep it. And he's in.
Wow.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Derek Carr ran him for 10 yards.
Doing it himself from 9 yards
What the
out.
heck?
And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And
Holy
maybe
shit.
that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist,
I
as a
missed that
defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker.
The goal is to prevent a first down. How can I prevent a first down there?
Let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped them at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
Wait, is that all this drill is? The first down? That's all this drill is. I like to do that.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The second down run for Abdullah.
Don't you dare.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And the Raiders have got him.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well,
Where are you watching my stream?
Back. You're all smiles up here.
Oh, everybody could hear my smile on that play.
Just went down.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Are you going to be streaming for Ryan?
To get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Does he want me to
Solid way to start the drive.
Ryan, do you want Ben to
picking
stream?
up the first.
Oh, everyone's cooking advance week.
Giving up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
We played the first game of the season.
First down, the run with Lynch.
I played in first game? No, this is last game.
He said yes.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks,
I get to see all the scoring.
7 yards on first down.
Everyone else plays.
They'll run to Marshawn Lynch.
He's going. He's going. Oh, man.
He takes it.
33 years old. He still got it.
Marshawn Lynch, 32 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur,
luck has
the
not
wide
been
receivers
traded
have to block
yet,
well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
I don't even know who I'm playing. I forgot who I'm playing. I hope it's the Chargers, because I'm going to pick the Chargers.
I thought you played the Texans.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball just a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing,
man, if I'm averaging like 36 points per game again this season,
without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Holmes will try again on second down. He'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
If you're running out route, it's likely
I'll just read
you're
off
going to
the
near the
score.
sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging,
Browns
picking it up
beat the
and making sure it was a catch.
To throw, it's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
20 yards after contact.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Roberts. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's a give to Lynch. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to 1st.
Oh, this
exactly
is
what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Oh god, that's a terrible throw.
They run again on 1st down, Lynch. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
I got tackled so wrong.
Carr to throw on
I try to do it first. Titans beat the Jaguars.
And they'll get him down as he's
The Giants beat the Cardinals.
68 yards receiving now.
I thought you said that looked like a Mitchell Trubisky. Dang, he got one play named after him. Yeah, stopped it up.
Oh, so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Lynch. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Chris Jones on the stop.
Nice job by that defensive front there. Holding a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2 minutes remain here in the first half.
They want me to get 4 sacks.
Coming up at halftime. It's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. Of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. Throwing the out route.
What the heck?
Incomplete.
That dude
That's
glitched. Ryan, did you see that?
Got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Yeah.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
He left him wide open.
Oh, pass interference in the end zone.
And that'll be incomplete.
Ooh.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Eagles.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Did your high school have that same push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter whether we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and boy, they created a nice play for themselves.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Mahomes now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Butker able to put this one through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Can I do another fake field goal?
Trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Tell me why my guys can never catch the ball.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now again, this is Abdullah. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Here we go now.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. caught. Kelsey, left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. He was looking for Watkins that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the handoff, Lynch. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Throw the ball. Throw the
On any
ball.
running play that's called, they're
I
always
had 2
hoping
guys
it's
try
going
to
to break
sack
big
me,
and go the
and neither
distance.
of them
But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anywhere. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box here.
On the give, this is Lynch. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Going deep here for Bryant. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available.
4th and 1, and
they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Carr now to throw. Cook with the first down, much more. And he's got it. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position.
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers.
Why did I call timeout?
These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field. Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
And this is incomplete. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101.
Or you might use me to also make the touch out
double coverage. Especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight. You just don't want to force it in there because it could be.
I think Paxton Lynch is going to be my new captain. He's going to be
and that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
What the? Why do they? I'm scared.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for the next drive. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Here we go now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers.
Yeah.
Back now in the East Bay.
Hit that wrong way.
It's the Chiefs with the football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. They had a catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Throwing now is Mahomes, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
You give him a couple on the catch. Oh,
no.
They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Oh, if you dare let him run again.
We say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball,
my boy just ran into the stand.
You hold it and give up
a sack, Facebook and
you're almost discrediting their work.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's
is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitch?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now Look out.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the fourth on the punt fumble. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that
What
downfield. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
Not for the one.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Catch it.
Now here's Mahomes.
It's a flag.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins. That'll bring up second down.
He's got it.
Once you get
He's
into
got
the
it.
red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when
No
that
way.
field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple
Yo.
extra defenders out there.
There was no way he should have
They
caught
end up
that.
taking up extra space just
The
because
defender
there's not
just
enough
stood
space
there.
for receivers to run through.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after two
that's
stops
Sean
near
Watson.
the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against it.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now.
Encroachment, defense.
That's my legs.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the two defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on third and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Mahomes is hurt.
And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on
They
the
really
field.
decided to call timeout.
Hate to see this. Week
And
1
they're going
of the
for it.
season. We'll be back. The field goal doesn't
They're
help.
back
They're going
up.
to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
All right, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This is caught. Watkins. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Oh, you're kidding.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things they consider safe.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Oh, what's up?
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On the carry, it's Lynch. And he's got room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, pulled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up
good
now.
news is that my
It's a
team's
gain
like
of 4
scoring
there, and it
quicker.
gives him a new set of downs.
And Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game,
What's
especially
bad
in the
news
fourth
is
quarter
that
when you've got the lead.
the
Your ability to
other
not
team is
just
taking
wear people
forever and they're
down,
still scoring.
but close games out.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Time for a break. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On the ground, it's Lynch. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10.
So that's good.
Now Lynch. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run with Lynch. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
Yeah, the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This to make it a 3-score.
Next one.
Donna, you want a cheeseburger?
Well, I like a cheeseburger.
Oh, snap.
4 game late.
Oh, he didn't throw the ball. Oh.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? But this one wasn't sleeping, maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you got the lead. You may have ignored it.
Gosh.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Yeah.
On target over the
You know how long
and they work this
dislocated shoulder put somehow?
That one goes for 24 yards.
long.
And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it.
No reason.
Reset.
Yeah.
Oh no. Dislocate. I think it's 2 weeks. I think.
Dislocated shoulder?
Maybe.
Said 2 weeks?
I really don't.
I'm pretty sure it's more like 8.
His favorite target.
Because didn't JT Barrett didn't he have a dislocated shoulder?
Well, not to get too overcritical,
I really don't
he knows
remember
what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And Robinson with a big catch. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And now down to 14 as he spikes it to stop the clock. And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds. Now it's Mahomes again.
They're giving. Don't you? Oh my God! 5 missed the tackle.
6 seconds now. 5 seconds.
I think I'm just gonna stop trying to get the tackle. I'll just let the computer deal with the tackle.
Marshall Lynch is out.
Oh. Don't you dare tell me we are offside. Oh my God.
No introduction really necessary. You can miss it like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader.